Hi Leo, how are you doing? So what we're doing today is a oracle of your chakras to see the past situation with your aligned energies and further your chakras for spiritual development and your overall health, followed by a Sacred Earth oracle card to see what's further going on. So what does Leo need to know today? What does Leo? Leo. Okay, so 2 cards here. And then these chakra cards. What does Leo need to know? Leo. Okay, so 1, 2, and then the message here from the Sacred Earth. Leos. Also, if it's your birthday today, happy birthday. So Leo, the first aspect here is from the throat chakra. It says here the will. Where is your will? In the speaking and being assertive, self-control and direction. It takes effort for the tortoise to move through his life. We don't know where he's come from. We don't know where he's going. But the tortoise is a creature that has its home on its back, so it doesn't matter where it roams. So for yourself, where do you feel at home? Is communication the best form that you adopt? Speaking, listening, active being aware, and also the non-verbal communication. This is all from the will. So this is what you've learned or just about to learn, your willpower and how you communicate to others and yourself. So when you are communicating with someone, Leo, are you actively listening? Are you listening to what the communication is about? Are you determined enough to go your distance as well? So these 2 aspects of the chakra of the throat. So you're also paying attention to the second chakra, the orange chakra of desires. So the desire to move forward is very interesting, but the desire is fulfillment, cravings, goals, ambitions. Desire comes from the heart as well. It doesn't just come from the solar plexus. It comes from feelings and expressing what you do want. So when we desire something, it's like an urge, and this obviously comes from one of the solar plexus chakra. So here, or the sacral chakra if you want to call it. So this is a very interesting, because without desire we can lose the will to live. So expressing will and desire is one of the things we have to do on a daily process. So losing the willpower and losing the desire to continue on a journey can be very dangerous. You can be like in the desert with no nourishment, with no water, with no feeling of giving up. So this is very important for you to have learned. The desire in life is calling you to remain faithful to that desire, your ambition of where you are going. So it's important. It's not important. It's vitally important. So where are you moving to? So here you have the personal power. Personal power is very important as well. So you're moving up and down with the chakra system. this is almost like your identity. It's like everything comes from who you are. So focusing on your intention will give a better stance to who you are. If a Leo loses its power, it becomes un-Leo, because Leos are very powerful people, generally. So this is important to grasp and maintain. Maintain your identity of power. Empowerment, power and speech, and listening to the subtleties of what is going on. It is not overpowering people, and it's not being over assertive or aggressive. It's maintaining a control within yourself. So this is about self-control. But following your passion, and this gives you this passion in heaps, in spades. So one of the aspects that could be is a sexual self-awareness, which is good. Can't complain about that, can we? So here we've got a rebirth. The rebirthing is looking at how things change. So everything changes in duality, and life and death is one of those changes, but it transforms you. It may even transform the way you communicate to yourself and others in general. So this is vitally important, to look at how you're adapting, how you're self-powering yourself, putting the power back in the you. Even when things have been tough, desiring power of yourself and being responsible for yourself is like a rebirth. When you're in the physical birth, you have to learn all these aspects of what a human being is. However, a rebirth, you've gone through those steps, but now it's almost like a spiritual awareness of how that can manifest even better qualities in your life. So the Sacred Earth Oracle is alchemy. Alchemy is a great balance card. When you mix certain elements, it becomes something else. So within the earth you have the fire, and the fire will grow many shoots, many things, and that looks like a hand. And this is also a hand. So your power is in your speech and your desire to able to work through things. So for Leo, what happens when you change your life as you know it now? What empowerment are you going to change? So think now what the desire that you do have in life. What are your ambitions? What are your goals? How can you fulfill that? By changing what is and mixing it around. Where's your heart at? Where's your feelings and thoughts? What happens if you follow your heart instead of your head, and your head instead of your heart? What happens then? What happens if you touch on the spiritual side and rebirth into a kind of wonderment about what true power is? These could be some of the questions that a lot of you could be asked today. So I hope that's helped, because it's very interesting when people do have blockages in their chakras and they're stuck in certain aspects. But for Leos, this power, this self-power, is very important to own back yourself from what society has probably chipped away at you. This is why your will is very important, to get back you, because you are the most important person, and to express that is very important to yourself. It doesn't matter if it's to no one else, but as long as you know who you are, then there can be some fantastic change taking place. So thank you very much for listening. Slightly different today, but that's what goes on. So see you again next time. Lots of love to you all.